Welcome in to get the stadium recap here from Death Valley. The orange and white spring game in the books. They are doing all sorts of construction here at Death Valley, in case you hadn't heard. And not the press box, which is construction on I'm in the media room, which I didn't even know existed. Where we have kind of set up shop. It's the media workroom, and that's where we've been. We were out amongst the at Death Valley for the as you see in the headline of this story, there was first half 35-24 for the orange team. Points in scoring, I don't put a ton of emphasis in that when it comes to a spring game. The final score doesn't matter as much as individual performances. And number one thing, nobody getting hurt. Nobody did get hurt for Clemson today. Nick Schuster looked very good. He is, as Dabo Swinney said in his post-game comments, the clear-cut number 2 guy behind Deshaun Watson, who didn't play today as he recovers from his knee surgery, but will be ready to go sooner for the start of the preseason camp. Wayne Gallman, Tony Elliott told us, is the guy at running back right now, and everybody else is kind of clustered behind him. So those are two of the significant position battles that kind of came to a head here over the spring. Now, anytime an offense does well, everybody wants to say, well, what happened with the defense? Well, the defense, but Brent Venables did not seem by that. He seems to feel pretty good about where their development. I don't know from last year that they like their stuff is not going to be the same in terms of what they have defensively as compared to last year. Dabo Swinney told us that he thinks you won't see a big difference in their first 11 on defense from a year ago, and that defense that was number 1 in the country. But after that, they got to find some guys. And I think Venables' exact words were, we have 11 that we feel really good about, and then a couple after that. So they are going to be looking for some guys to step up to deep depth chart defensively. So that's pretty much where things stand after 4 weeks of spring practice. Then it's off to the summer, and as coaches will tell you, it's just the next phase, the voluntary place. But before you blink your eyes, we'll be back here for the start of the preseason camp and Dabo Swinney's golf tournament and all that good stuff. Dabo said he felt they got a lot done. He felt they got everything accomplished that they wanted to get accomplished in this and all that. So, in terms of successes, yes, it was a successful spring game for Clemson, a successful spring practice. Compared to last year when I was sitting here talking about the drama of Chad Kelly and all of that, it's very quiet in comparison this year at Clemson spring game. So that's going to do it. You can check out the comments from Dabo Swinney, all the coordinators, and Deshaun Watson, who did take some time to talk with us after the game. He didn't play. He was taking the mental reps on the sideline. Second year in a row, he's had to do that. Remember, last year he had his collarbone broken in spring drills and wasn't able to participate. So he was standing out there behind the offense on every series, just trying to take as many mental reps as possible. He did say that he hopes to maybe start doing some throwing and the 7-on-7 stuff maybe as early as next month, depending on what the trainers tell him. So that's going to do it. Sports Talk at the Stadium. Appreciate you checking us out here at sportstalksc.com. Plenty to come this week as we break down these games and our thoughts from spring drills coming up on the show throughout the week.